And I think that that is something that people forget on teams, or they go through assistant after assistant after assistant.
So the big question is, what are top agents doing to absolutely crush it in real estate? To get the answers, we interview the top real estate agents to learn their secrets to success. If you would like one-on-one access to over 26 of the top agents in the country to help you scale your business, then head over to eliteagentsecrets.com/partner, or you can just click the link in the description below. My name is Andrew Dunn.
And my name is Peter Michael. Welcome to Elite Agent Secrets.
I was going to say, I wanted to dive into your third and final topic, which is about finding your superpower. This is something that we kind of spoke about earlier with you, diving in with other agents, surrounding yourself with successful people and kind of embodying it. So unpack why that is your third and final secret to success.
Sure. And when I talk about my superpower, everybody has one. And you just have to figure out what yours is. If it's talking directly, like Brad, into the bones and the soul of your existence, then you just ride that. Like, people are going to gravitate to you for your superpower. I'm going to start with this by saying what I suck at, because I think one thing people tell me, you need an assistant. I am very organized, but I am that perfectionist that you guys just talked about. And, one of the things I really work on is done is better than perfect. I had a client event last Wednesday. We have for 2.5 years been trying to do a client event as the Car & Co team, right? And we have just like COVID and don't have this and we're not ready. And now summer's coming. It's a bad time. I'm like, just freaking do it, right? So finally just did it. Was it perfect? No. Was it fantastic? Yes. It was the most amazing thing. And I wish I had done it before. So we get to our superpowers. My superpower is not organization of events and not doing this. And I was starting to, paperwork wise, make a couple mistakes here and there, which I hated. I needed an assistant, right? From 2019 to 2020. It took me forever to get an assistant because I didn't want to turn over control. And I thought I could do it better than anyone else. Not true. That's not my superpower. Someone else has that superpower. And because I went out and found someone to do that, I was then able to use what I consider a superpower, was to get out in front of people more, instead of being behind the computer. So if you are organizational and you're like CEO type, accountant, CFO, whatever, run a team and stay behind the scenes. You'll still make millions of dollars. Okay. If your superpower is a leader, run a team. If your superpower is not being a leader, not being a rah-rah person, then don't do it that way. So what I mean by finding out what your superpower is figure out what you're good at. That's why I tried expired calls. That's why I tried for sale by owner calls. That's why I tried door knocking. That's why I tried open houses. That's why, obviously then you go to your sphere as soon as you're successful. You can't do that day one. But what is your superpower? And try everything and then find out what you're good at. I'm good at open houses, and just never forget that superpower. It's getting in front of people and bring people on your team that can help you do all those other things that you're not great at.
This, what you're talking about in a lot of ways ties into hiring as well. We've spoken about this before, and it's a lot of people, and I bet you've done this. I know everyone, Peter, me, and Brad has done this, where you meet someone, you go, oh my God, I got on with them so well. And then you're like, yeah, because they're the same as you. And you hire them, then they're shit at what you want them to do because you need to hire the opposite. Exactly. I love this person. You're like, why are they shit at the job? And it's like, because you hired another version of you.
Yeah.
You didn't hire your opposite. Now, when it comes to superpowers and weaknesses, something you touched on, because not that I want to go down this whole realm of like quotes out there that people are motivated by, like, there's ones that are like focus on your weaknesses and, build them up to a level. And then other people like, fuck your weaknesses. Just admit that they're your weak points and like triple down on your strengths, because you're going to dominate if you focus on your strengths. Yeah. What's kind of your opinion on that? I know, especially when you're coming from sports, it's quite an interesting thing where it's like, you're like, it was Kobe, obviously rest in peace, but he was shit at passing, wasn't he? Pretty well known for being like amazing at basketball, but not a very good team player. Right. I think Shaq did a speech about him, didn't he? And it was like, he said to Kobe, he was like, Kobe, the players are complaining that you're not passing the ball. And he goes, there's no I in team. And Kobe responded, yeah, but there is a me in that motherfucker.
That's great. Thank you for using a sports analogy. You're my fave.
To be fair, I don't even watch basketball, but I know that because I like Shaq and I like Kobe. So I'll go for that. But, when, I don't know, let's say someone gets in real estate and they go, I love the system side. I'm good at like the admin and stuff. It's like, should they really be an agent? Because agent is about relationship and sales, or should they join a team and be the back end? Like Brad, for example, I think he was born selling. I think he came out of the womb and it was like, I'm going to sell you some shit. And then he was like, yeah, but how do we put the systems in the back end? And he cried, right?
It's implementing. It's the thought for me of I'm extremely systematic in my head of where I want things to do and I can write it down, but I need somebody to execute it. That's where I freeze I'm extremely systematic. If this, then this, like all this stuff. But to be like, go and create it, I'll be like, nope. And then that's where I stop is the execution of the systems gives me actual anxiety and stress, where it's by far my biggest weakness is implementing and trying to go and be a system and holding people accountable. Great motivator, terrible manager for accountability, the worst on the planet.
Hey, I just wanted to jump in here and let you know if you would like access to over 26 of the top agents in the country to help you scale your business, then head over to eliteagentsecrets.com/partner, or you can just click the link in the description below. Now back to the show.
Right. I agree with that when you're looking at a team and you're looking at a team that's successful, and again, I tried to get away from teams, but if it's in you to be a team, to be a coach, it will come back out. So I wanted to be a solo agent, and then people kept following me when I left my other brokers. They followed, can I come with you? Can I be with you? I'm like, no, I don't want a team. I don't want a team. I don't want to be responsible for anyone else. I don't want to be a manager. I don't want to do this. I did that for 20 years. I just want to, figure out my own shit, not worry about other people's shit. And, I'm not very like nurturing, like, it's okay, get up, so I didn't think I would be a very good leader in that. But in the end, you come back out. If you are a leader, if you are a coach, it comes out of you. You can't help. Where the step off point is, Brad, especially like for that, is I have systems too. I have systems. They have to be done exactly the way I like to do them. Where do you find someone that can do that? It's not an assistant, because I don't want to tell that assistant what to do. It's an operations manager. It's a CFO if you don't want to do accounting. It's someone else you partner with and say, let's build something together. And I think that is something that people forget on teams, or they go through assistant after assistant after assistant. Find a partner and empower them for that part of the job.
Yeah.
If you don't like to hire people, what?
I was going to say, we have a name for that. It's
called
What's that? The Peter. And we go, this is the shit that we want. Can you just go away and build that for us? And he just goes into his little cubby hole and he goes, yep.
Everybody needs a Peter, right? Like, I have a Beth. A Beth on my team is the operations manager. And I really quickly realized she was not an assistant. She's the operations manager. Yeah. We butt heads a lot about stuff. And I need to be like, it's usually because I'm not staying in my lane. Like, Carrie, stay in your lane, go out and sell. Let Beth run the systems, and don't tell her how to do it because she's better at it than you. So again, it has to be a partnership. It has to be someone like, and trust. And then you have to give up control. And again, if you grow and you want to grow from being a single successful agent to even for those of us that said, okay, I gave up birthdays, family dinners, whatever, now I want to have them back, I want to grow, then you need to hire the right people that fill that superpower of yours that created that, and then concentrate on the one power that you can do with your eyes closed.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I want to give you the floor now just before we wrap up here. So if anyone wants to reach out, learn a little bit more about you, maybe you got something else going on, growing your team, selling homes and all that good stuff, how could they reach out, whether it's phone, email, website, socials, let the people know how they could reach out to you?
Of course. My email address is Carrie, KERRY.Carr, CARR. I married into that name. I love alliteration. at compass.com. My website is carriecarr.com with no dot in there. It's pretty basic. And you can find me anywhere. You can find my phone number on there. Pretty easy to find. I'm in Philadelphia. We actually, my team members, because of how I grew my team, and everyone has a superpower, we actually have agents in New Jersey, Poconos, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Reading, and down in Center City. So everyone, not that we all have their spots because I sell everywhere, but like if we need someone to go out to someplace, we're not overlapping too much, in our areas. So it really is the greater Philadelphia and New Jersey area. So I also am interested in people that want to be a finger of that team, to have a system set up, assistant set up, everything like that, and collaborate. Because that's what at the name of the game is collaboration. We do have 7 a.m. team calls, by the way. So if you're not a morning person, don't call me.
That's what you're signing up for. Amazing. Now, the final thing to wrap up, we've got 3 questions straight off the top of your head. First one, what's your favorite book or person you're learning from right now?
Woo, that's a hard one.
It can't be me. It can't be me. You just met me. It can't be me.
Favorite book or person that I am learning from right now. I think it's the 6 a.m.ers club I'm in. We read a different book every month, and that is pretty dang cool. It's through Compass, and it's an amazing group. But I learned from those, and our book of the month, I can't even remember what our book of the month is because I haven't bought it yet. But we read some incredible books that I would not read on my day off unless I had some accountability there. So.
Love it. Second question, what's your real estate goal in the next 12 months?
Oh, man. To survive this recession and to come out on top. I feel like what we're facing here, a lot of people have anxiety about. I don't. The cream's going to rise to the top. We're the cream, whatever. People still have to buy and sell homes. I don't care if the mortgage rate is 18%. Welcome back to our parents' age, right? You still have to buy and sell a home, and you still have to live somewhere. So our industry, it will not die, but it will weed out people that do not work hard.
Totally agree. And third and final one, what is the biggest obstacle you think is going to stop you achieving that goal?
Me. I mean, just if you get, I think you get in your own way sometimes and you don't take care of your health or take care of whatever. I think I would be the one person that would stop me from reaching that goal. And I just sometimes need to step aside, get out of my own way, and let success happen.
I love the vulnerability on that comment too.
Carrie, thank you for jumping on the show. Everyone, thank you for listening to this episode, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for listening to this episode. If you would like one-on-one access to over 26 of the top agents in the country to help you scale your business, then head over to eliteagentsecrets.com/partner, or you can just click the link in the description below.